Alright, I'm back. For a brief moment, anyway. The phone was just making some noise. Can't pay on my credit card right now. I'm sorry. It ain't working yet. I wish I could. Data on this thing. They wanted to give me the data on it. Try it again. Let's see if we go this way. No. Ah, terrible. Yeah, ever since I don't have my internet, my hotspot thing, the data on this disappeared like that. So I only got a little bit of data on my phone for high speed. It says it's unlimited everything, but after I use up 5 gigs, it slows down, and apparently 5 gigs goes fast. And I don't even watch videos on this at all. So I don't know where it all went to. Yeah, I don't watch videos at all on that thing. So, that's that. Yeah, I can't wait to be back to work so I can get caught up on bills and get some more overalls for sure. I'll end up whipping that back end out of these, and then I won't know what I'm going to do. I'd like to be caught up on credit cards too. Yeah, I'm going to have to go to the library tonight because I forgot. It's too late today anyway, but I forgot to do my unemployment thing. Did I do it last week? I mean, I don't get it anyway, so it don't matter, but it does matter because that way if I get to work at, even if it's with temps in it, if they after a temp assignment or something, if I ain't got my work for me or that, well, I guess I gotta make like almost shy of $2,000 gross before I can try to reapply for unemployment again. Not that I just want to loaf around or do nothing, but I should have got it to begin with. They should have never denied me in the first place. Kind of hurts me a little bit, but what can you do? All you can do is keep moving forward. Park over here and go inside. Go inside and backs up so much. I mean, I don't have to back up this far, but of course I'm too far nose down right now. I tried staying here one time because I was tired after I parked here. I tried to take a nap here. My goodness, I could have done it. It's a pretty steep angle, and I don't have my angle thing up here, so. I wonder if I can do it off of this with my phone, maybe. I think I got. Man, gas is really up again. Holy mackerel. Yeah, diesel was like 5 something a gallon. Last time I got it was $4.99. Now it's 5 something. Hopefully within the next couple of weeks it'll come tumbling down. I'm hoping that. Pretty sure it will. I don't think the Iran thing's really going to last long. We've already been pretty much tearing them up pretty good. Not that I like war or anything, but I think that there's smart decisions being made, and the videos I have seen of the people over there trying to protest for freedom or democracy or whatever you want to call it, and then a bunch of them get gunned down for trying to protest and stuff. So in my opinion, I'm kind of glad we're over there doing that. That's not a left or right thing. That's just I think it's a good humanitarian thing. What's going on over there? Let emotions bother me in politics. I try to think logically with it. You know, there's things I don't like, but like I said, I don't let my emotions rule judgment, because just I know myself that just because I may not like something or something that because of my emotions doesn't make it right. There's things that are the right thing in life that hurt my feelings, or but I always try to do what's right, even if I don't like it. And I've been like that since I've been a kid. It's easy, that's for sure. It's not easy, but I do a pretty good job of separating logic from emotions, kind of like. If you're a Star Trek fan, kind of like Spock or the Vulcans, I mean, I feel I don't bury my emotions, but at least I don't think with my emotions. Sometimes I do, because it just hits me so hard, and I want to react with my emotions, and then I got to think about it logically and use my brain. And my mom used to tell me that. She used to tell me that to always remember to try to think with my head and not my heart. She said, you feel with your heart, but you think with your brain. She was right. I know she was right. Like I said, there's things that hurt my heart that my brain says, yeah, it may hurt, but it's the right thing, So I can't start just doing stuff because of my feelings, And I guess the way you could say that is, if I throughout my past, women that I dated that I really loved. I loved them so much. Because that's the way I was raised, to leave in monogamy and be true to who you're with, and to be true to who you love. And I had numerous different women I dated end up cheating on me or whatever. But we're all younger, And when you're younger. I've never cheated ever, and I never would, because it's what my mom raised me, so I can't even imagine doing that, Sure, I can see, women that are attractive or that, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're stark naked, coming at me. Not happening. Just who I am. But that hurt my feelings a lot, But and then when there are times that somebody broke up with me or wanted to go away from me, not be in a relationship with me no more. Well, yeah, that hurt my feelings. Now, if I made my decisions off of feelings, well, because that hurts me, them wanting to leave me or something, then I'd be all right to say, no, you can't leave me. You got to stay with me, because that hurts my feelings. I can't do that. That's why we can't think with our feelings. We got to think with our brain, and I mean, it's still okay to feel your feelings, no matter whether you feel sad, happy, or mad, whatever. We're human beings. It's okay to have those feelings, But we got to think with our brains, our minds. There's a difference between our brain and our mind too, kind of, because when we pass on and leave this vessel, our brain will stay here, because that's a physical thing. But our mind and our spirit and soul and stuff, that will travel on, And but yeah, I mean, it only makes sense to not make decisions off of emotions, It's the decisions should be with the thought of the, your brain, your mind, or whatever, and whether it hurts or makes you happy or whatever, the decision should be made with your mind, not with your feelings, And if it's something that hurts your feelings, well, then you gotta understand it and work your way through it, A lot of that was really hard for me when I was younger. I see everything's so different now, My daughter's mom and me had some differences, and my heart really hurt there too. I had a hard time. I didn't know how to forgive stuff like that, So, and then there was even a point when I remember my ex, my daughter's mom, asking me, once I started learning, because we were both young and making mistakes, doesn't justify either of our actions, because after my heart was hurt, well, then I couldn't let go of that, so then I didn't treat her like I should have treated her. I should have treated her much better, but I was hurting, so it was hard for me to love her and trust her and stuff, So then I held that against her for quite a while, because I didn't know how to let go of it, and she couldn't take it no more. She tried writing me letters and explaining stuff, and tried different ways of getting through to me, but I was a stubborn Irish boy or something, and younger and learning, and then she left me, and it took her leaving me for me to wake up, So I don't blame her for leaving me. I was wishing we'd get back together, because I thought we were going to grow old together and raise a family together, but I guess I pushed it too far to where she couldn't trust me no more or something, because I was being a bonehead. But there's a reason I was a bonehead, I just wasn't a bonehead for no reason, Doesn't justify me being a bonehead either, but same with other girlfriends I had, when they cheated on me, that hurt my heart. And when I was younger, I didn't know how to let go of that, So, I mean, my daughter's mom, I didn't have a choice but to keep dealing with her through life, because I love my daughter, So otherwise, if we didn't have my daughter together, and it was just a girlfriend, we hadn't gotten married yet or something, or had kids together, then I could have just, said, no, it hurts too much. I'm done with this. I can't, because I didn't, I have to know how to forgive in order for us to move forward. Now, see, now that I know these things, I would have handled that different with my daughter's mom. I know I would have. I would have been able to look at it differently and have an open discussion about it and just discuss things, and it's highly possible things would have worked out really wonderful, because we did have a lot of good times together. I miss a lot of those good times. But once it came to the point of no return, and then what ended up happening, I don't know, because I'm not her. But after I started really looking at why my relationship didn't work, and changing things, and changing the mistakes I made on my end, because I couldn't change her, but I wouldn't want to change it unless she wanted to change. But, because I hope that didn't come out wrong. But then once I started learning all this stuff and waking up to these different things and started changing and seeing life differently, and that's because I was trying to figure out why we didn't work out together, and where we made our mistakes. And I'm getting these messages or something here. Oh, hey, I'm getting some comments from people on Rumble. Hey, thank you, Rumble people. I get, see, the thing is, and I apologize to everybody that's watching me on Rumble. I say YouTube a lot, or give me a thumbs up. That's because I'm new to Rumble. And my other channel that I started a long time ago, I started just on YouTube, and I wish I would have knew more about Rumble or started that, because I had a lot of videos banned or kicked out or erased that should have never been erased because of my beliefs or what I made it about and stuff. And yeah, I was very, very frustrated. I felt like my freedom of speech was being violated. But now that I'm getting back into doing this and doing this channel, I upload both to YouTube and Rumble, at the same time. So thank you, Rumble viewers. Thank you for the comments. I appreciate it. I really do. And we'll check that comment out in a little while. Anyway, before I end this here, my ex, after I started changing and really moving forward in life, it's kind of a tough moment, but she looked at me, and I almost seemed like, what's Cliff calling? I'll have to tell you about the rest of it on another video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. God bless you.